What is going on, guys? It's your boy Chris here. I'm back with another video. This one's going to be serious. It's about a very serious topic that came up the other day, and it needs to be addressed and it needs to be called out. And Dana White's words about men and mental health are some of the most redacted, backwards thinking, dumb fuck shit I've ever heard in my life. For a man who was caught on camera slapping the shit out of his wife to talk about men's mental health and it's unattractive to admit that you need help or seeking therapy, like the reason why you felt comfortable slapping the shit out of your wife in public is that you didn't get the help you needed. You probably have never gone to get help because you have this mindset that it's weak to go get help when you're under a ton of stress or you feel like your world is falling apart or you feel like things are caving in. That's dumb shit thinking, and men need to fucking stop. Um, Men need to realize this, and I'm gonna tell my story here because it needs to be told. In this case, because it needs to be an example of what getting help does for somebody. All right. So, backstory: I hurt somebody really bad when I was younger. Um, I had an episode where I snapped. Um, Growing up when I was a lot younger, I used to get picked on a lot, and I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Socially, I'm not the most like I can be awkward. I don't necessarily like big crowds. I don't like talking to strange people. I struggle with that type of stuff. I always have and always will. But I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. My circle of friends to this day is like small as fuck. It always has been because it takes a while to get through the walls I built up around myself because it's how I feel safe. Like, even my wife, like, struggles with kind of getting through it sometimes. It caused problems in my marriage because I was always kind of closed off in some ways that I shouldn't have been, and it hurt our marriage. Um, it I'm not always necessarily close with people in my family. I'm close with my brother, but that we grew up in the same house. I know how he is and he knows how I am. But my cousins, my aunts and uncles, I don't really talk to a lot of people in my family. Even my parents, I talk to maybe once a week. I don't really talk to them like that because I don't, even with everything I've been dealing with, I don't want to bother them with my problems. I don't like bothering people with my problems to this day. But it doesn't mean that, but if I feel the need to talk to somebody, I will pick up the phone and say, yo, man, I'm going through some shit. There's no weakness in doing that. And it took me years of therapy and hard work to get to that point. Like, people see me as like some smarter person. Like, I was a dumbass when I was younger. But yeah, I did something really bad, hurt somebody really bad, and I had options. I could either end up in like a really bad place or I could get into therapy and get into counseling. I chose counseling. Um, that was the option I chose because it was literally a matter of life and death. And my doctor, who to this day I think was saving my life, um, because he did. Um, he taught me a new way to kind of think about things. Did I always listen? No. As I got older, I understand what he was saying and shit made sense. And I kind of realized, wait a minute, that's what he meant by that. Oh shit. He would always say, like, when you're in this situation, it's gonna come up. You're gonna want to deal with it like this. And he became like, he was more than a doctor. He was more than a psychologist. He became a friend. He was my friend, and he became a friend that he stuck his hand out and he saved a kid that needed it. And he never treated me like a kid. That's the other part. He never treated me like a kid. He would always ask me how the man's doing. Every session, how's the man? And I'd be like, I'm not a man. He's like, no, you are. You just don't realize it yet. And when I finally realized it, like, yeah, I'm a man. I'm a grown ass dude. Even though I'm under the age of 18, I'm a man. I have to be a man. I can't, like, you can't. And being a man doesn't necessarily mean, and this is something I struggle with too, is like, I don't like my emotions. Like, no man really likes being that guy, right? Like, it's just the thing. Like, I don't like talking about my feelings or my emotions. I never have. I probably never will. Like, it's just not something we did in my family. But maybe we should have. You know, there have been very few moments where me and my brother have like talked and had real heart to hearts, and those times have meant something because there was a meaning behind it. And it's like, fuck, we're having a real heart to heart conversation, and it's weird, but it's also good. When you have this with a friend, someone you trust with your life, that means something. Me and my friends, like I can call, like, for example, I can call my boy Rick, and he can call me. Same thing. If he's going through something he knows, he can call me. Joe, Keith, Matt, any of my friends, Grizz, any of my friends I grew up with, they know, like, yo, I'm going through something. They know, like, dude, if you're going through some shit, call me. My co-hosts, Fatty can pick up the phone and call me. Maximus can pick up the phone and call me. Dirk can pick up the phone and call me. Rich can call me. These are people that I've only met the past couple of years, but they know, like, if something's going down, they need to get something off their chest or they're going through something, that I am there for them. If for nothing else, to listen to what they're going through. And then if they ask me for my advice, I will give it to them. And I will tell them the fucking truth about it, or how I honestly feel about it. And they know I won't bullshit them. But for Dana White to get out there and say that mental health, get men, like, talking about their feelings is unattractive, or seeking help or going to therapy is weak and unattractive, like, go fuck yourself, dude. This is, again, this is Neanderthal shit. Real talk. And like I said, real talk. Like, it's not the way we need to be. Like, men off themselves at a 4 times the rate than women and teenagers and shit like that. That is the numbers are insane on men who take their own lives. And the reason they do it is that type of thinking, that I can't go to anybody. I can't go to somebody and I can't talk to my wife and say, hey, I'm struggling right now. Or I can't talk to my girlfriend and tell her I'm going through some shit. I can't talk to my parents. I can't talk to my friends and tell them I've got to just fucking carry this fucking weight on my own, and there's no one's going to be there. And you know what happens? The man either snaps and hurts the people he cares about, or they hurt themselves. That's the end result. And sometimes when they hurt themselves, they can't, there's no coming back from it. Because you don't want to just get drunk, get into a bar fight, and get arrested. Like, they take it to a fucking extreme to where they just want out. Even men who are in a good place and know they have people that they can go to still deal with that shit. They still have those thoughts. I've had them recently with everything I've been dealing with the past year. Like at one point, my marriage was falling apart. Like I was getting divorced. My life had fallen apart. I had moved back here to Maryland, to Baltimore. And due to circumstances, I didn't really have a place to go. And my boy Rick was like, yo, just stay with me for a bit to get on your feet. And for 3 months, I slept in his kid's spare bedroom. His spare bedroom where his kids used when they came over. And I that was my home for 3 months. And I'm living with him and his girlfriend. And I can never repay that debt to him or Aaron for what they did for me. And like I get a job, finally, things are going good, and then like I lose my job. And I've got this apartment and I'm taking care of it. It's just me and my cats. And I'm wondering how the fuck I'm gonna do everything. And I get unemployment and it's not enough to cover everything. And then I find a job and it's still not enough to cover everything. I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck. Literally paycheck to paycheck. And it's still a struggle. And I've kept that weight away from everybody for the most part. Because I don't want to be a burden to anybody. Like there was a period when everything first happened where my Rich, my co-host from the baseball from Bucks and O's and from X's and O's Life, he just zelled me like a couple bucks. And I broke down crying because I wasn't expecting it. But he knew I needed help. And it came from him and other people who found out my situation. And they rallied around it. And these are people I only know from podcasting and doing the shows I do. People who listen to the shows. I don't even know who helped. I don't even know who put their hand, reached out and put their hand out and even helped. I don't know who did what. Because he never told me. They said they didn't want it to be known that they did it. They just wanted to help. And that type of shit meant so much in that moment that like I said, I broke down crying when I got it. I was like, what is this? They said people wanted to help. I put out a call and people wanted to help. And I was just like, I don't know who did it, but tell him I said thank you from the bottom of my fucking heart. And on the next show that we did, I said something. And I say it every fucking week because I'm grateful for the people that I have in my life that have my fucking back, that I know I can go to if I need help. And the guys that do hurt themselves or do take it to that extreme level, they don't realize they have help. They can go to their friends, and their friends, most of your friends, if they're your real friend, they're not going to bust your balls, man. They're going to be like, yo, I got you. In some way, they're going to be like, I got you. I will help you carry the weight. Maybe not financially, maybe not, but they'll be there for you. If they're really a friend and they're really about that life, they're really about being that man, a man, about their friends, they'll be there for you. So in some way, I kind of feel bad for Dana White because he clearly didn't have anybody like that in his life that would really be there for him. Because if he did, maybe he would have talked to him about the stress of his marriage and he wouldn't have slapped his wife in public like he did on camera. Like, I wish he would try to sue for me saying that. It's on camera. You got caught 4K smacking your wife in the face, bitch. Come at me. I fucking dare you. Of course you won't. You're not going to get anything out of me if you do. There's nothing to take from someone like me. But for you to have the stage you have and to say that ignorant shit about men seeking help being weak and unattractive, what the fuck do I care whether some bald, short guy thinks I'm attractive because I'm talking about men's mental health? Or some ditzy, dippy show host. What do I care that they think I'm weak or unattractive because I'm admitting I seek help? I talk to somebody. I've talked to a lot of people. I've been in counseling. I've seen a psychologist. I've tried to fix myself or tried to fix those problems or fix those issues before they became something bigger and I did something worse. Sometimes, like, the stuff you do stays with you. Like, and I'm gonna be real as fuck. I don't even like to raise my voice when I'm in an argument with somebody because I'm fully aware of what my temper can lead to. Because I've gone through counseling and I've gone through it and I understand, like, yeah, I can be a fucking powder keg. And I don't need to be, if I'm, I'll walk away before I get into a fight. I'll just be like, you know what? Not worth it. I'm not going to jail. They're ruining my life for your dumbass Neanderthal shit. I'm just going to walk away. I would suggest you not follow me if when I do. Because if you do, then all bets are off and I gotta defend myself. But otherwise, I'm just gonna walk away and let you go about your business. Have a nice life. Because that's real. That's real man shit. A real man knows when to walk away from a situation, as opposed to making it into World War III. A real man is in tune enough with their own self to understand who they are and what they are. And a real man knows that it's okay if you need to talk to somebody because the weight's bearing down on you, or you feel the walls are closing in. It's okay to reach out for a hand, to ask for help. So for anybody that sees this, I want to make this clear to any man that sees this video. If you need help, seek it. It will not make you weaker, it will make you stronger. You will come out of it stronger, having been through getting the help you need, so you don't do something that ruins your life or ends it. There is no weakness in ever seeking help when you need it. There is no unattractiveness in asking for help when you need it. There is no shame in it. There is no embarrassment in it. There is nothing wrong with it. And for anybody to say that it is weak or unattractive or shows you're like a bitch or you're a pussy because you sought help or you went to therapy, that person doesn't know shit about shit, and you should not listen to them. Okay? Do not listen to someone like that. They are sending you down the wrong fucking path. If you need help, seek it. You will come out better for it. I promise you. I promise you. Like, Don't listen to guys like Dana White. That alpha male bullshit is exactly that. It's bullshit. A real man is okay with knowing their limitations and knowing when they need to get they knowing they need help carrying the weight. I didn't even want to talk about that shit, but it was bugging me so fucking bad. I was like, that type of advice is the type of shit that gets men killed. That causes men to kill themselves. And I will not allow another brother, another man to fall because of bullshit thinking like that. And I felt the need to say something. I had to. I had to say something about it. It bugged me that much. And this isn't me trying to be funny. I'm being real here. This is real shit. Like, do not listen to people like Dana White who say that, like, seeking therapy or seeking help or the men's mental health is a sign of weakness or a sign of unattractiveness. Or, like, I mean, yeah, on some level, yeah, we gotta be, like, this whole idea that men have to take care of everything. And on some levels, that can be very much true. But it doesn't mean that if you need help or you need to talk about what's going on in your fucking head while you're doing it, because it's weighing on your fucking mind, that seeking help doesn't make you weak. Like, what the fuck, man? That's fuck thinking. And as men, we need to stop that shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop that type of thinking because that type of shit that leads us to do dumb fucking shit like think we can get away with assaulting women or think we can get away with all this other dumb shit and being assholes. Because we're men. No, that's not okay. We gotta stop. That needs to stop. They need to cut that shit out, bro. We ain't for it anymore. We're in 2026. We're in 2026. That backwards ass 20s, 40s thinking, that shit gotta stop, man. So any man who sees this video and felt like it impacted him, cool. Share it. Let people know. Actually, yeah, share this video. Share this video. Let people know that, it's real shit, man. Like, don't fucking let the fucking mindset of someone like Dana White dictate how you as a man look at getting help or seeking or going into therapy or getting help, mental health help. It's don't listen to that dude. He doesn't know shit about shit. Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And seriously, if you need help, get it. Seek it. It's not weak. You will be stronger for it. I promise you. Peace.